Hello guys, my name is FannyZQ and welcome to Doki Literature Club Plus version. Okay, so hello, the Fanny that you're listening to right now, it's not the Fanny from the past. It's not the Fanny that was, recording all this stuff. So when I recorded, first of all, I need to tell you a couple things that changed from the other game. Just in case somebody who has already played the free game, because this game used to be free, you can check it out if you want. Apparently, the mechanics has changed a little bit. So you remember that before you used to need to check on the folder or the Steam folder of the game to see everything changing and all that, because that's how this game is. Well, apparently now is this. When I entered to the game, this thing happened. Okay, this is completely new. What the hell? Side stories? Files? Mail? Pictures? Interesting. Music? Interesting. Alright. This is happening. And honestly, I didn't know what it was. And after I recorded the video, I realized that now the mechanics changed. And I'm gonna be needing to jump back outside the game to check this weird desktop and then go back the game again. So yeah, you're gonna see jumps like that a lot, probably, maybe. And also I need to give you a fair warning. Listen, I was giving you the warning when I recorded this, but the new warning that this game have is apparently for people who already knew how the game is. So they give a lot of spoilers. So I'm gonna give you the warning that we had when we played the first game. And it's, please, if you don't feel comfortable or if you don't like disturbing imagery or you're very sensitive to disturbing stuff and topics, please don't watch the videos or don't play the games. Listen, I can let you see everything because at the beginning this game is super hot, super awesome and wholesome. But there is a point when everything changes. Sorry, this is basically a spoiler. I don't want to spoil that much saying exactly what happens, but I need to tell you that this game can turn into something really, really dark. So, same as in Lorelei, Cat Lady, and all that kind of games that I played before, I'm just and only going to give you this warning and a warning when something really bad is going to happen, but just the first one. Just the first one. It's like a really big mark of when the game is actually going to be really freaked up. So, yeah, I don't like to censor these kind of things. I have my reasons, and this is all I've gotta say. So now I'm gonna let you hear what I actually recorded, me from the past. Hey, have a good one, guys. Enjoy the video. Let's go. My name is gonna be FannyZQ. As always, the basic. Don't tell me that my name is illegal. Okay. Excellent. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. The kind of friend you'll never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you know each other for so long. We used to walk to the school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she will oversleep more and more frequently, and I will get tired of just waiting up. But if she's going to chase me after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again! But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say it like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Fanny. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think that we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Fanny, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Yeah, that's not true. You told me you will join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just by getting on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought that you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I look at a few clubs if that makes you happy. No promises though. But you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why did I let myself get lectured by such a careful girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. Okay, I'm sorry, but that is not true. It's over before you know it? No, it's never true. You're always in the last class, you're waiting, watching your watch or the clock in the wall to see it going really slowly to the hour when you're finally free of this. After I packed up my things, I stared blankly at the wall, looking out for an ounce of motivation. Clubs, huh? Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, Know what? Well, if you could come to my club. Sayori? Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Minnie! Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help to start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I will bring a new member. And Natsuke made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep, Sayori. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she is so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let off a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. Eh? I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You broke the boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Fanny, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. I'll worst escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. That's what we all care about. What are you looking at? You want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki? The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, or Natsuki, actually it's Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made the cupcakes accordingly to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Thanks, Sayori. That was really nice to say. Sayori says that quietly into my ear. Oh, sorry. You can just ignore it. Ignore her. She gets really mad. Okay. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears the comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Fanny. Monica smiles sweetly. We don't know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class that last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come and sit down, Fanny. We have made a room for you and a table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little bit excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks around to form a table, sorry. As I already mentioned, it's been windowed so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuki walk over the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki flips the foil of the tray and reveals a dozen of white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and the little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute! I have no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get the icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around with my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki's quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances into my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it by herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like Haven't I heard this somewhere before? It's not like I made them for you or anything. Classic tsundere. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you, you know, you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Then returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each one of us before sitting down to the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Oh, don't worry, the teachers gave us the permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea helps you to enjoy a good book? I guess? Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Eh? That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean, you know, I believe you. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and sorry, you seem really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure that you feel right at home, okay? As a president of the literature club, it is my duty to make it the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather to take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you are both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like festivals that much more important. I'm confident that we can all grab this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone is enthusiastically at risk. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Fanny, what kind of things do you like to read? Okay, if she was actually asking to me, I will say horror, I will say the classic literature because I'm interested to know why they are so classic and why do they keep appearing in these days. Like, for example, like Moby Dick was like the 1800s. But that's a book that is still going on, and other books, like really old books. So I'm really interested to know why they are so popular. Like, I know it's not super popular right now, like Harry Potter and all that, but they're still being published, and that's something amazing. So I really want to know what's good about it, you know? But yeah, usually I also like to read horror. I haven't been able to read that much, but I do love reading. But I'm not that person, I cannot answer that as far as I know. Unless it changed. Okay, so... Fanny, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that could change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with a finger. My favorites are usually novels that build the deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a forging world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. I know, Yuri! I know, that's why you're my favorite! Isn't it amazing how writing can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Heck yeah! I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really, I would have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. So real horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eye darted over me for a split second. Never mind. Yeah, that's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give it that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayuri sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You won't like him. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have a writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and have Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aww, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Huh? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll have all share them with each other. That way, everybody's even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Fanny? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Huh? What is that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forward with what's been on my mind since the entire time. I actually never said I would join this club, that's the problem. Sayuri may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at and... I lose my train of thought. Don't worry, man, that happens to me all the time. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But... I'm sorry, I thought... Funny. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes! I'm so happy! Sayuri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came here for cupcakes, I will be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everybody remember to next assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Fanny, I look forward to see how you express yourself. Yeah, got you. How to use a pencil? Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I really feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, honey, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? Ah, that's right. Sayuri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed us after school for the clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Okay, so for now, it doesn't seem like anything different, and it's kinda making me feel a little bit uncomfortable because I honestly wanted to see what else happened. But you know what? This is just the intro, so maybe something different is gonna happen. Alright, so yeah, let's just continue. Oh wait, no, I wanted to say something else. Sorry, you see? I always lose my train of thought. Okay, so now you see that one part of the gameplay is to make poems. So what's gonna happen? You will see soon that it's gonna say, if it is the same as before, it's gonna say that you need to make a poem with the words you think the girl that you like is gonna like. So you can see the character jumping and all that. So I wanna try to make a poem, take a note of all the words and try to make a poem with it. Let's see if I can do it. Also, if there's no way I can make a poem with the words that I got because they're random words, I'm just gonna make a poem that I feel like I wanna do. Let's see how I do. And I'm gonna share it because honestly, you never see what you made. So, we continue. With that, the two of us depart the club and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls: Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of the girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. Yeah, sure. And I guess I'll start with writing a poem tonight. Okay, it's time to write a poem. Big words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. So this is what I'm talking about. Okay, so I want to see how much the game changes. And honestly, for me, one of the main characters of the game, even though for people who don't know, yeah, I'm not gonna say much. I think I shouldn't say much, honestly. I think I'm gonna ruin the gameplay. But at the same time, I feel that because I'm playing the plus version, what is supposed to be the plus version, people who already played or saw gameplay of the last version will know what is happening here. But yeah, I think Yuri is very important in this game. Super important. So also, I really like her. really like the character. I super like her. So I'm just gonna go with Yuri's story. In both sides, the people who haven't seen this before, you will know what I'm talking about later. Very sorry for this, because I think the differences are really interesting. So if there's actually something different, I'll see if I also pick Sayori, because Sayori is also one of my favorites, and then Natsuki. I'll see if I play the game over and over again. Obviously, the parts that you have seen won't appear on the videos because that will be very repetitive, but yeah, let's see what happens. Honestly, I feel like I'm playing a game that I've played before, but at the same time I know that there might be something different, so I don't know what to think, I don't know what to feel, but for now, let's write a poem. Okay, so if I wanna go with Yuri, I'm gonna go with Heaven Sent. Let's see if that one works. Yep, okay. So, Heaven Sent. Okay, sensation, depression, holiday, variance, summer, explode, sensation, let's go with this one. Okay, then after that, wrath, incapable, portrait, silly, pleasure, ribbon, party, bunny, captive, romance. Okay, so let's go with pleasure. Okay, dude, I'm nailing it. Okay, so prayer, heart, fun, blanket, melancholy, email, laugh, crimson. Okay, crimson, Journey, sparkle, giggle, anxiety, skipping, candy, color, lucky, analysis, rain cloud. Okay, this one is kind of difficult. Journey, analysis. Okay, analysis. This is gonna be difficult. Let's see if I can do my first poem. Okay, meteor. I don't know what it means. Unrestrained. That sounds good. Jump, fireworks, feed, vivid, pink hair, book, bouncy. Unrestrained. Okay. Okay. Perfect, sticky, dance, beauty, imagination, sing, desire, embrace. Oh shoot. Okay, but I chose embrace. Okay. Okay. Playground, bed, vanilla, pout, raindrops, inferno, and final alone. Fluffy tears. I might do alone. Oh shoot. Okay. String, nightgown, spinning, strawberry, cheer, passion, shame, lazy, lust, music. Gonna go with nightgown. Oh shoot, okay. Okay, I need to understand these words better. Essence, rose, flying, games, calm, daydream, precious. Grief. I'm gonna go with essence. Okay, perfect. Okay, unstable, sunset, hope, sweet, suicide. Philosophy, contamination, promise, question, disoriented. I'll go with this one. Okay. Horror, anger, Valentine, awesome, sugar, fickle, feather, fantasy, fear, after image. Horror? If that wasn't her song, I was going to be really surprised. Okay. Sucks, forgive, skitty, effulgent. I don't know what effulgent means. Ocean, ambient, turtle, climax, vitality, childhood. Effulgent. Okay. Okay, flee, empty, bliss, vacation, headphones, uncanny. It has to be uncanny. The thing is that I'm thinking about words that she might like, but I'm gonna have to use those words for the poem. Oh my god, that's gonna be... I don't think I can make poems that can rhyme. I'm gonna do the other kind of a poem. Infinite, milk, hopeless, graveyard, existence, breathe, dream, occasion, trendy, agonizing, hopeless. Oh shit, that's Sayori's, okay. 4 more words! Training together, kiss, nibble, I have no idea what that is. Kawaii, secretive, anime. Frightening, okay. Warm, universe, memories, landscape, extraordinary, clumsy, fester, rainbow, prince, covet. Okay, I'm gonna go with warm, but I think that's gonna be... No, memories. I think no. Oh, damn it, Sayori, okay. Okay, 2 more. Hop, lollipop, melody, dazzle, shopping, whirlwind, play, I don't even know this word. Special. I feel like melody will be Natsuki Sayori, so... Okay, I don't know that word. Jump, intellectual, chocolate, excitement, mouse, Doki, aura, tenacious. Oh shoot! That was an accident. That was an accident. Okay, so just give me a moment. Okay, so I made a poem. That was really difficult. Oh my god, I hope it came out well. I think I did, but at the same time, there's some words that I don't know, so I had to do some research about it, but hey, I got something. It might suck at the beginning because I'm not used to this. And also I wanted to give the vibe of a poem. But you know what? Frick it, let's just continue, you will see later. Hi, Gabe, Fanny. Good to see you didn't run away from us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my promise. Sorry, my word. Well, I'm back to the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everybody else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Fanny. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Begging you to dive head first into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Aw, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. So I don't know if your plan is just to come here and hang out or what. Or you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between Saint Monica or and manga. Manga's teacher! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. He always gives the best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayuri, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You're really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Fanny can become good friends too. Sayuri? As usual, Sayuri seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. You even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayuri. For me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayuri made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So it's nice. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, it will make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. All right. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like despite me not reading much. Yeah, she's the best. She's the best. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read at your own pace. Pace. The word is pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone is settled, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. So Yuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book, as it should be, and can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I will feel bad for distracting her from her reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of the book. Looks like the same book that she's lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Sorry, it's just that the music gave me memories of old times. Okay, you'll see later! Crap! I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper into the book. Sorry, I was just spacing out, I swear. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... that's the book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread it, some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. Okay. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once you start to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Oh, is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans over her eyes over the back. The book is titled "The Portrait of Markov." There's an ominous looking eye symbol in the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost young sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison, and while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? That actually sounds amazing. I wanna read that. Psychological horror. Yuri made it sound like it was going to be like a nice story, but that turn came out of nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Fanny? Actually, I am, but my character is not. So, no, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's the best! She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. Exactly. She's the best! It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals, or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Oh, not again. I'm very sorry. Hey, no, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. Then the least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Yeah, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I still understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It says if I can feel her presence on my shoulder, over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little bit distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's. Then I hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Oh, it's so cute. I absolutely love Yuri. She's my favorite. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and the forefinger. I don't know. That was really difficult to to express. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it on her thumb after it flips up to the other side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Huh? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a little bit distracted for a second. I glance over Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet, and I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Oh, look at her smile. Look at this beautiful girl. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. I continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I've just assumed that she finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. Then we continue with the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently lets go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a little silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses a lot of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. You remain silent for a moment. But Fanny, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know that you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. Can't read. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Huh? What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, inspired from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry you haven't been looking forward to this. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on the top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's a good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the 2 chapters in your own time. Alright? I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it in my back, into my bag. Get a bookmarker! Bookmarkers are great. Maybe I have way too many. I have way too many bookmarks. By the way, did you remember to write the poem last night? Yep. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I'd never really done this before. Well, now that everybody's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? Oh, I can't wait! Sayuri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayuri is on the wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. Interesting, what is that? I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Alright, okay, so I want to share it first with Sayuri. So how are we going to do this? I'm going to show Sayuri or the person who I want to share it with, the poem, I'm gonna show mine once, just with the first girl, and then we'll just continue as how the game actually is. Okay? Okay, so let's see. So, Sayori first, because she's my friend. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Okay, so as far as I know, this is my turn of the poem. Okay, yeah, I'm kinda nervous. The room, white and dark room. I see the light behind the curtains. Heaven sent light I can't reach. Will it always be like this? Will I always feel that sensation? Heavy but light at the same time. Am I leaving? Am I saying goodbye? The thought of it gives me pleasure. Unrestrained, effulgent pleasure. I hear a knock on my door. I should not open it. I should stay alone. That crimson embrace. She's waiting. Tenacious lady, please go away. Your frightening and uncanny embrace makes me feel horror because it's warm. I stay in my bed, cold in my nightgown, disoriented and hopeless by the distorted analysis of my memories. I know you're there. I know your essence. Stay unrequited. I'm not opening that door. I hope that didn't scare anybody. I kind of hope that people say, huh? What is she said? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just stay like that. Don't worry guys, don't worry. Nothing is happening. Don't worry. This is a good poem, Fanny. Thank you, Sayori. Thank you. I hope people did not understand. Now, actually, it would be really nice to see what you think about the poems. Like I'm doing the lining fast. Like I need to see what words I have, and then I have to try to get what I'm trying to say with the poem. Where am I? What words do I have? So honestly, that's how I could get in like 10 minutes or something. I'll see in my recording how much I took to make the poem. But for now, it's a good poem, Fanny. Thank you. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. I am the kind of guy who will be... am I the kind of guy who will be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why what it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you will write one at all. So I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room, but okay. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean that I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Fanny. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. That was kind of... Did you call me selfish? I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motives here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright. Oh, sorry. Alright, I'm going to hold you on that, then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, we'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through the blinds in the morning. Wow, we kind of started the same. Maybe my brain is starting to remember all this. The way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, make me rub my sleeper from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Great. Sayori? This is such a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No? Just a little bit? You can answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. But at least that made me feel a little bit better about myself. Hey, don't be mean. I still try my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. You're also very adorable, and you have a boat in your head. Even though you were late to school, hey, it's about to skip breakfast. I'll get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'm look forward to it. This guy's answer so differently from what I will answer. Okay, so obviously the next one would be Yuri. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Sorry, what was that? Huh? Did I say that loud? Yuri first covers her mouth and then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Huh? I guess you're right. Why am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. Okay, so, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. I know that she hasn't seen my actual poem, but that actually feels nice. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri tries off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. That word was really difficult for me. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there's a specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having through that myself, I can now learn how to pick on them. I think the most noticeable things I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. That is true. In other words, they tend to pick up writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-feed the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds that her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit based though. Okay. Based? How? Or biased? How does that works? Can't remember. Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. No, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. So, do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thoughts process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity to her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I think this poem means that she finally found something or somebody who she can share her passion. Kinda feel that Ghost Under the Light, because she might feel like she's like a ghost, like she's there but nobody sees her. Like, for example, she wasn't used to have somebody with her and all that, so maybe she felt like alone, maybe, and now we kind of flicker with her and now she's flicking back. I don't know, it could be that. What do you guys think? I would love to see what you guys think about the poems of not only mine, but also all the girls and all that. I think it's really cool. I'm sorry, I have such a terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read the script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. Was it too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I mean, I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little bit more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Fanny. Really? Yeah, really. Are you dumb or something? Sorry, it's my character. Very sorry. I must have totally missed the point. Yeah, you did, you freaking character. Why did I name you like me? Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than a simple story or a painting or a picture. In this case, perhaps, the subject of the poem is not being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Huh? It's nothing really. And yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Fanny. Me too. Who should I show my poem? Monica! Hi, Fanny. Having a good time so far? Actually, yes, I do. Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for a club, like new activities or new things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? Peppers. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Fanny. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I had Monica my poem. Great job, Fanny. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. Thank you. I kinda tried to do that. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. Thank you, Monica. It's easier for me to give everyone it's easiest for me to give everyone expectations low. The way it always counts when I'm putting in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, yeah? Right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayuri, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write something like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it by just feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. I don't worry much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It'll take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I like to see your new tryings. Oh, sorry. I like to see you trying new things. Sorry. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Anyone else meaning be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Next. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Absolutely. I mean, don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It cannot have been me. See, the direction of the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peered inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film let out of the sun, in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, scratching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Damn. Listen, for the new people seeing this gameplay, not gonna say anything. But for the people who has already played this game, yeah, you got it. You got it. That's interesting. Like playing this again and seeing this, it's very interesting. Like I can finally understand, but I'm not gonna say anything. But you guys in the comments can try to guess and all that. Don't worry. You guys have fun with this gameplay. So what do you think? It's very freeform, that's what you call it? Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems has been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other? Anyway, here's Monica writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, the brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try too hard to make it perfect, you will never make any progress. That is true. I wanted to write a book. And the thing is that I was doing so well. Yeah, obviously I had to improve my writing and all that, but I think I wasn't doing that bad. But the thing is that it took me one friend with really bad comments about it that made me stop, and then I started to rewrite what I had. And I didn't even finish the first one. Like I didn't finish the book. But then I started writing and I wanted it to look so perfect that I started to distort it a lot. And the thing is that sadly, after I shown my friends the remake of the first part of the book, they said that they liked more the one that I had before. But when I read the one that I had before, because of the comments on my friend, I stopped looking at it like it was good. I started looking at it like it was really bad. And I don't know, I still blame myself because in the end, I was the one who stopped writing. And I still have that story in my mind. But the thing is that the worst part of this is that I took the opinion or the critique from a person that doesn't even like reading. Like I keep blaming myself because it's like, why did you listen to the person who doesn't like reading? And honestly, I'm gonna say it over and over again. I still blame myself for that because I think it was a really good story. Like people were the friends which I had like kind of a lot of connection with. They liked it. They liked it a lot, and they told me to just keep writing, keep writing, keep writing. Yes, it's really good to have like notes about what you said and which chapter to make sure of the continuity of the story, because sometimes we forget about that. But that doesn't mean that you have to try to make the book perfect every chapter like perfect every single time. So yeah, please don't do what I did. If you want to write a story, write it until you hit the end. Maybe while you're writing it, you're like, oh, maybe this is a better idea. You can write down, but never stop because of what people says. Like, it is okay to have like opinions and all that, but it is very different. For example, see here, Yuri what said that there's some common things that usually new people start doing it, like trying to make imaginary and also trying to do all the stuff without even thinking about what is the topic of the poem or anything like that. But she didn't say that my poem was bad, even though I know this is a game and it's just to like a dating simulator and all that, and it's supposed to be analyzed and all that. But the thing is that you can give critique and you can see critique that is good as the one Yuri made and as the one Monica made, and also take like hints like Monica did. But yeah, bad comments and all that never work. Those are really bad. They don't do anything for you. They only make you feel bad. And please, if you start writing something, please just write. Just write. Some people will like it, some people don't. But that is completely fine. I hope one day I can go back to write that story again. I'm really busy right now trying to figure out what I'm doing and all that. But I would love to have some time to write my book before I forget about it. But yeah. So yeah, it is great. Just keep writing, keep writing. You can reread it and say, oh, okay, this part doesn't make any sense, and then you change and all that. But first, write the whole thing. Okay? All right. That's a funny tip of the day. Just for yourself to get something down on the paper and tie it up later. Exactly. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big, dark puddle of ink. That is so good. It's exactly, Monica. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Thank you, Monica. Then Natsuki. Funny, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What? You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put effort in it. We'll start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'll tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each your own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you'll probably think it's stupid. Hey. Okay. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Okay, now, be real here. It looks really simple, it looks really bad, but it actually is really good. Yeah, that's all I can say. Like, it is good. Like, you can understand what he's trying to say. Like, she's not just making like a lullaby or something. Like, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, and stuff like that. The important here is that the monkeys can climb, the crickets can leap, race, also seek, run, fly, but people can only try. And that's about it. That is actually really good. Because it is true. Like we see all the nature and all the animals, plants, the whole thing that is outside or everything that is not a human. And they do just their thing. Meanwhile, we humans, we made everything so complex that in the end we're just trying. We're trying to get a home. We're trying to get to be the social person that we should be. We're trying to be the best daughter or son, or we're trying to be the best dad. We're trying to be so many things, and we can never feel like we're actually doing it right. Like there's always that anxiety or that sadness that we keep trying, and probably even if we're doing great, we feel like we're freaking up. That's why I really like that all the animals can do what they can do. They're not seeking for anything else. They're just going by their nature. But people, they can only try, and that's about it. I think even though this looks and sounds like really cutesy and like a lullaby rhyme or for a children's I don't know, book or something, it is really, really cool. I like Natsuki's poem. They're all really cool. Yeah, I told you you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be a little sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Their writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yeah, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everybody around you do great things that can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about the simple rhyme is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I settled for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat for purpose. It helps us bring down the feeling of the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. Because you main character, you god dang it, god freaking dang it, but okay. Don't worry, Natsuki, I understand you, I understand you. Even though you're not my favorite, that doesn't mean I hate you. I like you too, you're also cool, in your way. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. I didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud when I want, then I won't take that away from her. Thank you, main character. Whew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. It's okay. Also here. It is really challenging to write something. And in arts are so challenging because it's all about what you have inside and how, or the technique that you have to express that. So it's not only about technique like in normal school. You're good with math? Okay, you have the technique. You know this. You know a lot of things. Okay, that's one part. But then in arts, it's all that, but also with what you have in your mind, in your soul, in your heart. That's why it's so difficult. It's really difficult even to say that there's good or bad art. Like, yeah, there's some people that have their differences in styles and all that, but it's because we are so different and also so alike with each other. I know it sounds like I'm not making any sense. But yeah, so don't worry about that kind of stuff. Even if people is being nice, it's because we all started like this. We all started with maybe drawings we started with, I don't know, drawing Pikachus or drawing anime or drawing a cartoon, and it was really bad. It sucked. Oh, all the first things we ever done or we all have ever done in our lives sucks. Let's get real. That doesn't mean that you're not gonna become better. So it doesn't matter, for example, the main character here, it doesn't matter if he cannot make poems that can stand up to theirs, but that really doesn't matter. He tried to make something that came from his heart, even though it doesn't have really a shape or maybe couldn't express as much. That's okay, because that meant that you were not ready, or that poem could also represent that you were not ready to how to say this, to share your emotions, to share your mind, which is completely fine. Slowly but slowly you will be able to, express yourself more openly. So yeah, second tip of the day. There's a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As I read in the tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Damn. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration, meanwhile Yuri smiles softly. What's with this language? What with this language? Huh? Did you say something? No, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns to the point to the desk with one hand. I guess you can say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant, well, the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Huh? Do you mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. Huh? If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked somebody who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Fanny did too. So based on that, I gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a lot of time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Ooh, damn, that stung, that burned. And Fanny liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Uh-oh. Huh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress a new mentor, Yuri. Huh? That's not what Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Fanny appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Fanny started showing up. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. Fanny, she's just trying to make me look bad. That is not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What is the point in making your points all convoluted for no reason? The meaning is you'll just jump out of the reader, not force him to have to figure it out. Help me explain it down to her, Fanny. Wait, there's a reason why we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings in the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, but it's also waste. You understand that, right, Fanny? How did I get right into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. I have a word. You too, shut up. Start appreciating everybody. Natsuki, bad. Yuri, bad. Bad. For whoever I agree with, they probably think more of highly of me. So of course that's going to be... Listen, even if I'm going Yuri's road, help me, Sayori! Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead of turning to Yuri, Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defensive that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori? Huh? Yeah! Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know that you're making your friend feel like this? Fanny. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being, she will never. It's your immaturity that made her so upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki? Yuri? You guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people. And I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint up beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So, why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's poems are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Love you, Sayori. Big and beautiful. Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayori is the vice president, huh? I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As a president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that's just me. Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's really suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I will hate her to see her get herself hurt. Yeah! That makes two of us. That makes three of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk with her a little bit more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How do you feel about sharing the poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Honey, how about you? Yeah, I say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. Okay! Ganbarimashou! I think to myself. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those who I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination. Hey! Fanny! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier? Huh? What do you mean? Between Yuri, Natsuki, and the fight and all that, Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen a fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they don't make good friends with you. Whew. Funny, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what's in the future, what the future holds, Sayori. I pat on Sayori's shoulder. I said more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay! Yeah, let's do this. Alrighty, so I think that is enough for the episode of today. I hope you guys enjoy this. I haven't noticed anything new. I'm gonna investigate a little bit more, but kinda scared of spoiling myself, right? So, anyway, if you guys also want to try to make poems and all that, that would be awesome. And I would love to see that on the comments. Obviously, only if you want. Oh, and also, yeah, I just remember, now I have a Discord server, and there we love to share our art. You know, not only about writing, but also I made a channel of photography, art, cooking, music, and all that. So if you guys want to join and have fun, you can join with us. And if you want to share your poems there, you can also do that. And so yeah, I think this would be really fun to just not play it by myself, but you also guys, you know, approaching a little bit. I think it will be really fun. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me today. So if you like it, please leave a like, subscribe, and you know, all the things all the YouTubers always says. And I'll see you guys on the next episode. Have a good one!